let's talk about these upcoming playoff matchups and the world of college football. And we're going to be on neutral field, so maybe that'll balance and even things out a little bit. Here's the name of the game. I give the matchup. I list the favorite and the odds. Ryan Horvat is given a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. I ask him what his confidence cash in. He handicaps it. Then the numbers nerd comes out, gives all kinds of advanced metrics, a projection for college football insiders. We compare notes. And as I always say, fade or follow, that is up to you. Horvat, you ready?
I am ready, sir. Last week, me and the model were on the same page for every game. We liked all the favorites, and I think we both deserve a high five for that one. So let's see if we can keep it rolling this week.
Yeah, and I think you're going to shake it up this time around as the stakes are raising. All right, let's go to the first matchup. Penn State laying 10.5 against Boise State. The Broncos there got a bye week on that 1 to 5 scale, 1 being lowest, 5 being the highest. What is your confidence in cash?
4 out of 5. I'm going to go with the dog here, right? Like Boise State, I don't think they're going to get blown out. People thought they were going to get blown out week 1 against Oregon. I think they were 17.5, 18.5 point dogs. I laid the chalk with Oregon, and I was wrong, man. Boise State, everybody talks about Genty, but they have other really solid skill position players. I think they're going to be able to generate enough offense in this game, hopefully get enough stops in this game. So 10.5, I think that's a little inflated. I would make this number probably closer to 8.5, where we closed against SMU for Penn State. They blew out SMU, and I think this is a little bit of an overreaction. So 4 out of 5 for me. I bet this one right away. I'm going to go with Boise State, man, and I sprinkled a little on the money line too, just because I want to see it happen. I'm betting with my heart on that one.
All right, numbers nerd says Penn State number 9 EP per play offense, 10 in defense on the season. Boise 18 in offense, 62 in defense. The projection, according to College Football Insiders, Penn State 31.29, Boise State 21.05 for a difference of 10.14 advantage. Broncos of Boise State plus the 10.5, so on the same wavelength there. All right, let's go to the next matchup. Texas now laying 14. It was 13.5 earlier today. Take it on Arizona State. Big number. 1 to 5 scale, 1 being lowest, 5 being the highest. Horvat, what is your confidence to cash?
Yeah, I'm going to wait this one out because we might get a better number with Arizona State. The matchup on paper seems terrible. Arizona State's going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to lean on Cam Scatterbo in this game. But we just saw Texas hold Clemson to 3.2 yards per carry. Here's the thing, though. Clemson just doesn't have the same ground attack as Arizona State. Cam Scatterbo, it's funny. He looks like he should be the running back for like South Dakota State, but this kid's an absolute stud. And you're giving Kenny Dillingham extra time to prep, an offensive genius. Yeah, I think they're going to cover this game. The only reason I'm waiting is I think we might get like a 15.5. But right now, 3 out of 5 for me. I'll take the points here with the dog, plus 14.
Oh, Scattaboo could do some damage and make the hook'em horns hurt. That is certainly a possibility there. All right, numbers nerd comes out. Texas and number 8 in EP per play offense, 3 in EP per play defense. Arizona State 12 in offense this season, 18 in defense. The projection, according to College Football Insiders, Texas 26.93, Arizona State 19.09 for a difference of 7.84. Strong advantage with forks up, baby. And Arizona State, I would take them plus a 14 all day. And I'm with you. I think this thing could rise to 15.5 because the public loves Matthew McConaughey. Let's move on. Ohio State laying 2.5. Yeah, shockingly against the number 1, and that being the Oregon Ducks at 1 to 5 scale, 1 being lowest, 5 being the highest. What is your confidence in cash?
Man, I hate to do it because I love Dan Lanning and I want to see Oregon win this game. But 5 out of 5, I never do this. Ohio State. Now 2.5.
Wow.
3.5. Give me the points with Oregon since I want to cheer for them anyway. But, Ohio State lost on the road in Eugene by 1 point. They played really well in that game, much better than they did in that stinker against Michigan. And Ohio State, they did what I thought they were going to do, man. They sat back. They listened to everybody rag on them. Jeremiah Smith is a dude. I know I said this about Marvin Harrison, and maybe I was wrong. I'm not going to, overblow his rookie year, but he's going to be a Hall of Famer in the National Football League. He's 17 years old, 18 years old. He looks like a grown man. He looks 26 years old. Will Howard's not an issue. The issue was for the Buckeyes, their offensive line. You lose the best starting center in football. You lose a starting tackle. There's going to be some issues, but it looks like they figured some stuff out. The defense is damn good. I hate to do it, but yeah, 5 out of 5. Ohio State for me. The Ohio State.
All right, numbers there. It says Ohio State 4 EPA per play offense, numero uno national EPA per play defense. Oregon 3 in offense, 9 in defense. A projection, according to College Football Insiders. Oregon 23.90, Ohio State 21.49. Advantage to the Ducks. I have the Ducks winning outright. They're catching 2.5, so the numbers there disagrees. I'm kind of with you. I like the Buckeyes in this one. All right, let's move on to your boys. Notre Dame taking on Georgia. UGA laying 1.5, a scale of 1 to 5, and you got to bury the bias. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. What is your confidence of cash?
Yeah, well, I don't want to jinx it. So let's go 1 out of 5, but I bet it. I bet it right away. It was the first bet that I bet. Give me Notre Dame. Now, luckily, I waited long enough to. They flipped because they opened as 1.5 point favorites in this game. Everybody saw that. They were like, absolutely not. Instant money comes in against them with Georgia. Georgia now flips to being the favorite in this game. So I played Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame should be the favorite. I think they win this game, right? Gunnar Stockton, I know he's a former 5-star quarterback, but he relies on, he's more of a dual threat guy, and I think Notre Dame's going to be able to shut down the run. I really haven't been all that impressed with Georgia this year, man. They're skill position players. There's no Brock Bowers. There's no Ladd McConkey. The defense is still good, but it's not great. Advantage Notre Dame's defense over their defense. And I've been impressed with Leonard, with Jeremiah Love especially. I think he's going to be the Heisman favorite going into next season, at least one of them. So give me Notre Dame. And what I love is immediately when this line was released and Notre Dame was a slight favorite, everybody was like, take out an extra mortgage, lay it on Georgia, Georgia by 20, all the SEC homers, Georgia by 40. Yeah, keep believing that, man. Notre Dame, if you take away the name Notre Dame, I think people look at this football team a lot different. I think they win this one outright. But I'll go 1 out of 5 so I don't jinx it.
I totally agree with you. Numbers there, it says Georgia, number 5, EPA per play offense, 12 in defense. Notre Dame, 16 offense, 4 in defense. A projection, according to College Football Insiders, Notre Dame, 25.65. Georgia, 25.23 for a difference of 0.42 advantage. Fighting Irish.